we're underway with the E Minis. And we're going to pile up. Kevin, take it away, and Megawatt as well.
All right, thanks a lot, Jason. And right now you're looking at a historic race. You're looking at the third race here in the first ever Mini E class. And taking the whole shot, looks like the number 40 of Cade Nightingale. So here we go, Rodney, out on the final moto here. Championship going to be decided for the first time ever in this new division, Mini E 4-6 Junior. Out and around into that first bowl turn, and look at these guys off and through the 10 commandments. 5, 6, 9 guys wide on the 8th commandment, Rodney.
Wow, these guys are really rolling out here on these mini e-bikes. Cade Nightingale getting off to a great start here as he grabs that early Stasic Stability Cycle Whole Shot Award. And of course, he's looking for a national championship. And talk about the historic value of this. Not only is it a national championship that he's in store to win with this early lead here in Moto number 3, but it's also the first ever electric motorcycle motocross national championship. He is basically one of the crusaders, I guess you could say, of the new sport, and a pioneer also of this new version of motocross racing we see on the horizon.
And like you said, this one race encompasses so many firsts, and no better place for that to happen than Loretta, Lynn's. And look at this group of riders charging through that beach back there, and it's amazing to watch these bikes respond. We talked about that yesterday. You see the frames, you see the things setting up in the corner. They really track straight. And I tell you, you can't tell, we can't tell that we're not watching gas bikes by any means.
Jaden Smart coming into the championship with a 2-2, so he's in for this one as well on board the 42 machine. Jeter Ramirez, the 63, a 3-6, is third in the standings. Anderson Waddell, 7-3 with a 10, is fourth. Oliver Abreu, 6 and 7, sits him fifth. Then it's Jay Still, Gavin McCoy, Levi Letty, Lana McNeil, and Cannon Zabonik, who are your top 10 contenders as far as national championship standings are concerned, heading into this third and final moto. Of course, we're going to see a lot of changes in this, but when you look at the standings right now, you got Cade Nightingale going 1-1-1. You got Jaden Smart 2-2-2, Anderson Waddell at a 7-3-3, and that's good enough to score third overall right now.
Yeah, that 7-3-3 is looking good. Got some scrambled scores back after that. You look at Levi Letty, 12, and then 2 top 5 finishes, so 12-5-5 if it were to finish this way. Gavin McCoy 13-4-7, so several shakeups back there, but no shakeup up there in that 1-1-1. No mistaking those digits.
No doubt about that. And of course, we got the battle underway up front already. It doesn't look like it's going to be an easy road to hoe for any of these riders up front as we swap positions back and forth, heading through the short chutes here now and toward the Comedic Bowl turn where we head into those 10 commandments.
Yeah, I like how Smart's working it, just pushing all the lines right there. If you notice, going back and forth, doesn't want to get caught up if any mistakes are made by Nightingale right now. Wants that alternate line, and look at this, trying anything to make a move. Going to go to the inside, a little rougher right there. Nightingale has the long way around, and it works, makes the move. Thought he was going to come up short right there, but holy cow, impressive move right there. Knew that that instant torque was on tap from that electric motor and grabbed a handful of voltage.
Well, Mini E.
Not horsepower. He grabbed a handful of voltage right there, baby.
And Megawatt bringing on the power.
Imagine that.
Cade Nightingale, Jaden Smart, and back that up. That's Jaden Smart, Cade Nightingale. Now Anderson Waddell back in the third place position. Jeter Ramirez in fourth. Levi Letty in fifth. Alan Scott in sixth. Seventh is Gavin McCoy. 8, Levi Guys. 9th, Brentley Collier. 10th, Jace Dill. Now 11 through 20, Grayson Porco aboard the 71. Liam Asselin in the number 12 spot. The 37 of Benson. 11 in 13th. 61, Lana McNeil in 14th. Corey Holmes, the number 15 in 15th. The 13 of Graydon Junke in the number 16 spot. Chance Sharon in the number 17 spot aboard the 59 is the 36 of Jack Saraceno on his KTM in 18th. 19th, Beckett Utz, and the number 20 spot belonging to the 31 of Kellen Drone. And this top 10 report brought to you by your friends at Arma Sport. Be sure and follow the great supplement company there at Arma Sport on Instagram and, of course, Twitter and Facebook and all those great social media programs as we check in with lap number 2 now. Jaden Smart, the new leader. And when you do the math, it's still Caden Nightingale with the national championship. The law averages 1.12 is a 4, and a 2.21 scores 5, so that's still second overall.
I'm telling you, we might have our youngest ever rivalry here at Loretta's. These two have been all over each other, not only in every moto of this class, but also in the 4 to 6 two-stroke class. Yep. Smart led every lap of the second moto until he ran low on power at the end. That's how Nightingale got that second moto win. They're slugging it out again. This should be fun to watch to the end. Real quick, though, we want to talk to Andrea Lieb of On Track. You got graduation coming up?
Graduation's tonight on the stage at 7:30, and I want to remind our seniors to be prompt. Dinner's at 6:15 behind the pavilion. Tasha's going to organize you on the side of the stage. We've got on-track masks, compliments of Canvas MX, and we're going to have you on the stage and stagger you out. So we are so excited that you're here. This is a moment in your life you don't want to miss. So if you haven't grabbed your gown or you're having second thoughts, I'll be looking for you.
Hey, that's better than a lot of kids weren't able to have.
That's what I was thinking. Wow. That's what I was thinking. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Not even a drive-by.
How many kids wanted to do this across the country, Jason?
I know.
Wow.
Graduation ceremony.
No doubt.
Andrea. Yep.
Awesome.
Thank you, guys.
All right. See everybody over there tonight. What time was it? Be there sharp at?
The kids should be there. There's a dinner for seniors and families at 6:15.
Okay.
Witt's Barbecue will be over there. And then we're going to regroup on the side of the stage in cap and gown. We're going to do some pictures. And then on the stage prompt with Master of Ceremonies, Mr. Tim Cotter, at 7:30.
Excellent. Wow. All right, folks, be there. Thanks, Andrea.
Fantastic.
Thank you, guys.
You bet.
And somehow, I don't know how she got the folks at Canvas MX to provide those masks. I don't know what connection she must have had.
I love it.
Get those masks made.
Awesome.
Looking good.
Yep.
Okay, so Jaden Smart in the lead. Check out On Track School. More relevant now than ever.
Yes,
in
absolutely.
this crazy environment we're all living in. 76, that's Anderson Waldell you're watching on your screen. He's on a charge, Mega.
He is, absolutely. Jason, watch this bike. As they accelerate, watch it settle in without the skip. It's so much more predictable than that gas bike.
It is,
watch it. If they're a little out of that rut, it'll settle in, but it's so much smoother and more predictable. You just don't have that kick and rebound in that suspension through that smooth torque.
Yeah, I know the electric
I've been watching it.
That's really, really good analysis. With the electric thing, I know that what steals the headlines is what you hear on the car side, which is their low emissions. It's not really the hook on the motocross side.
Not at all.
The number one thing that you hear about with the electric as it is to motocross is some actual performance advantages, specifically the throttle control, the traction is... You know, all gas engines have some sort of a power band. Maybe they have low end torque, or they hit high, or the mid-range. This is straight across the board. So it's a fast way to get around the track, especially for newer riders. It's really a handful to corral those 50cc single-speed two-strokes that have a clutch that suddenly kicks in. Makes it a lot easier on these guys. That's one of the big advantages to electric. And taking advantage of that, Anderson Waldell looking good on that 76.
Even through that acceleration chop right there, I believe that chassis is responding better than it is to the gas motor.
Yeah, now on this track, which is some dissed up heavy dirt, the kids are telling me they are faster on their two-strokes, but I have heard if you're out in California on a real hard-packed track, the lap times begin to either get close or even potentially you can go faster on this bike if there's a lack of traction.
Yeah, and I'm simply talking about the way the bike is handling and responding.
But as you know, the engine has you wouldn't think this, it's not separate. The engine does have an effect on handling.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
No. Yeah. Absolutely. Since the beginning of time, a great engine sometimes caused ill handling.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, some fire breathers out there. Right, so these bikes handle well partially because of the electric, and I would think even if you get into there's some inertia advantages they'd have with all these pistons and things like that going up, down inside the engine. But we'll really get a better feel for that. I'm sure you're going to start to see bigger and bigger bikes come out, more experienced riders. And right now, it's just a good tool for learning.
And I'm certainly trying to figure it out. I'll tell you that. I want to see how these things do work.
Front of us.
I want to see how they perform, how they last, how the riders adapt to them and stuff. So I'm all in right now.
I'm adapting.
Yeah,
I'm moving my spot to the podium.
Wow, heading toward the first historic Mini E 4-6 Junior National Championship podium.
Like I said, we're better.
Man, you know, it's I mean, you know you come down here, you know you're going to witness some pretty extraordinary things, but to know, and I don't know if people realize that, you know, I said pioneers there just a few moments ago about these young men that are out here racing this class and the things that, you know, they are doing, they are introducing to this great sport, you know, and of course, like we've talked about MX Sports having the opportunity for these youngsters to be able to perform on this platform is, again, another great feat. But final laps, final turn, as we roll to a historic checker flag here in the 2020 season, our first ever completion of a national championship. Jaden Smart, he comes across the line with a 2-2-1 as we await the arrival of the national champion, the number 40, Cade Nightingale. The checker flags are flying. He crosses the finish line with a 1-1-2 and the first ever Mini E 4-6 junior AMA Amateur National Motocross Champion.
Yeah, that's great right there. You know, you could see his stance, his posture. He just rolled back, you know, understood the situation right there. It was starting to sink into him as he came across the finish line. That's awesome, man. Fantastic.
Yep, Cade Nightingale will go overall 1-1-2. Jaden Smart second with a 2-2-1. Anderson Waddell a 7-3-3 will take third overall. Fourth will be Jeter Ramirez with a 3-6-4. And Gavin McCoy 13-4-5 will be fifth overall. Moto scores will be Jaden Smart with the win here in Moto number 3. Cade Nightingale in second. Anderson Waddell third. Jeter Ramirez in the number 4 spot. Gavin McCoy in fifth. Alan Scott, Lana McNeil, also Levi Letty, Brentley Collier, and Corey Holmes. And good move up for Corey as he worked his way through the pack. Let's head on down to the podium with Jason Wygant.
Yes, thank you, Rodney. Well, this kid rode awesome all week. They were in huge slugfest battles, and he can be proud of the speed he showed getting this final Moto win. And he's fast on a regular 2-stroke 50 as well. Let's hear it for Jaden Smart. Tell me about the race, Jaden.
It was good.
How far? Go ahead.
A good start, and I won.
All right. Do you like this electric bike?
Yes.
You gonna do some backyard motos?
Yeah.
There you go. Ken, nobody will hear you. Who do you want to thank, Jaden?
My mom, dad, Moto X, Gold Country Casino Hotel, OG Goggles, Dunlop, Justin Costello, Cobra, Bees Moto Lab, and everybody else.
Jaden Smart, the gold medalist in the final Mini E race of the week. Congratulations. And we'll let you take a photo with the gold. I'm going to bring up our third place Moto finisher, who is Anderson Waddell. And he rode well. He was charging late, making moves. Almost got to the lead duo. Yeah, we'll let Jaden take a few pictures with the gold. This is the bronze for Anderson. There you go. Oh, the X Games medal, the bite out of the medal. That's good stuff, Jaden Smart. That's cool. What the freestyler guys love to do. Deegan can teach you about that. He's won plenty of X medals.
Hold on one.
All right, so there is our race winner. Let's move over to our third place finisher on the number 76, Anderson Waddell. Hey, good ride, man. You were going fast late in the race. Tell me about it, Anderson.
I didn't get the whole shot like I wanted to.
Didn't get the whole shot, but you rode good at the end, right?
Yes.
Who do you want to thank, Anderson?
My mom, my dad, A1, Pirelli tires, and that's all.
Anderson Waddell, your third place finisher. Good job, Anderson. Thank you very much. You can go and hang out, and we're going to clear the stage. Let's bring up the championship machine and the championship rider. We're looking for, there it is, there's the number 40. Let's bring it on up. Great battle all week long between both Smart and this rider. And he ends up on top with 1-1-2 Moto scores. Let's hear it for the first ever Mini E National Motocross Champion, Cade Nightingale. And he was the, I believe, the Stasic Hole Shot Award winner. If he can, we'll give him the big hole shot trophy. I believe he got the hole shot in this one as well, doing what he needs to do.
I can't.
Here's the big one. Yeah, that looks good. Boy, we got to handle medals, and later on, we got champagne medals, hole shot awards, and later we will even hand over the most prestigious thing of all, that #1 plate. Lots of photos. Good job, Cade. The Stasic Stability Cycle, that's an electric balance bike. That sets the stage for these electric motorcycles. Perfect combination as we keep breeding new riders at even younger ages and getting the youth back into this sport. All right, Cade, tell me about that moto, man. How did it go?
It was good. I got the whole shot, and I was trying really hard, and then Jaden got me, and then I was happy that I got the overall, but I wish I won that moto.
Yeah, always wants to win. What's the electric bike like, man? Riding it, what's it like?
It's fun. It's weird that you can't hear the people behind you, but it is fun.
All right, who do you want to thank?
Cobra Moto, Bees Moto Lab, Alpine Star Boots, and Dunlop Tires, and Bell Helmets, Oakley Goggles, FX Gear, and Greg Albertson.
There it is.
Gloves.
Novik gloves too. All right, let's hear it for our first ever national champion. Let's bring up Tad from the AMA to hand over this first ever #1 plate in the Mini E division. And your champ, Cade Nightingale.